Hello, this is Budgets with Grace, where I give you a glimpse of my life using the lens of my budget. My name's Grace. Today is payday. I'm so excited to show you around my budget while I allocate my dollars, give every dollar a job, and in general, roll with the punches. So I've already counted my income, and now I will begin to budget. I am good in March, so I'm gonna go ahead to April, and I want to fund a few things coming up. I'll finish funding my homeowner's insurance and my car insurance for next month. True expenses. I'll knock out a couple of those. Wish farm, nothing's funded. Do a few of those. So YNAB just taught me this really cool keyboard trick. I guess heard it from Hannah as the show, and it's just holding down Command or Control if you're on a PC and using your arrows to open and close all your categories. It's not quite the same as the toolkit version of it, but it's pretty good. So what I want to do now is take care of all of my spending categories, and I'm going to double check that forest, that's not going to affect it. Let's see, make sure all these goals are aligned. Alright, I'll click under funded. So I want to go to car spending, and there we go. Give myself at least 15 for fuel. I shouldn't have to fill up, and that can build onto next month. Onto event funds and maybe some nest egg funds. So I moved Prius down here. It just seemed like a lot of money to let hang out in my wish farm. Kind of want that to be more like short-term spending stuff. So let's see if I can manage funding it down here. Oh, and I'm also going to subtract 100 because that is still a category in true expense. So I'll wait to fund this until I get my next paycheck. Rest, I would like to add to my New Orleans trip. That is 300. I will explain more about that towards the end when I go over some spending. I think I'm going to take 1 penny from groceries. Oh, how lovely, I had 1 penny. Move this to a Lannister. Nice. Let's see. So to see what my goal is going forward, I go forward a month and check what's under this goal column, which is a toolkit for YNAB feature. And that's kind of motivation for saving a little bit extra this month, is like next month I won't have to fund as much. So those are all my dollars. I want to highlight this whole month and look in this column down at the bottom under funded. So it looks like if I get my normal paycheck, I'm not going to be able to fully fund April before the end of March, but that's mostly because I've set some super ambitious goals, and I'm okay with that. Now I'd like to do some found it. I'm going to open everything and scroll on through. not a lot going and found it this time. That's okay. Actually, so instead of putting that towards my grandpa, I'm going to put it into coffee because I know I pulled out a coffee and I like coffee, and that just seems like a great amount to put towards that spending. In my category nest egg funds, travel is all taken out and moved into two new categories under event funds. And my reasoning behind this is event funds are holding things for things that have specific dates, and my nest egg is just, I don't know what we want to spend it on. It's just a bunch of cash that we can draw from. So I scheduled first a Hobbit house for my boyfriend's birthday in December, and it's this really adorable Airbnb in Washington State. Don't go find it, don't schedule it, don't take my dates, because we canceled it very quickly, realizing we'd much rather go in the spring instead of the dead of winter. Next is New Orleans. I'm probably really butchering saying New Orleans, but I love going to New Orleans, and I love Frenchman Street, and we're going to stay pretty much in the corner of the French Quarter, and we're going to do swamp tour and all these things, and I'm definitely going to be making a budgeting video for how I'm going to figure out how much I need for that trip. We already purchased, you can see in my reports, it's in a different category than the event funds, because the event funds are still just shell categories for me. So it's under, oops, I need to be in a different one. Under Going, Going, Gone, if I click on March, you can see that transaction went through for the Hobbit house, and I got an immediate return on it because it was within 2 days. And next, we bought flights to New Orleans. It was only $78 after we used a credit because we ended up canceling a trip in December for obvious reasons. And then we bought, we reserved an Airbnb, and we got a pretty good deal on that, like $90 a night for this really cute studio. We were looking at some houses which were also really decently priced, like really close to the French Quarter, and just like $130 a night. We just decided, since it was just the two of us and we're probably not going to be using the kitchen or other amenities of a whole house, we would just go with the studio. I also wanted to mention Fetch Rewards really quick, which seems really popular among people in the personal finance community. I've seen Marissa, I've seen the Budget Mom, I've seen Penny's Not Perfection say that they love Fetch Rewards, and I tried it and I don't love it. I think the truth is that, at least for the way that I shop, I was only getting like enough points to do much of anything with the referral bonus. So once I got that one time and I wasn't promoting it, so I didn't get any referrals of my own, it just took forever to get the points. So I ended up using what I had gathered to donate to, I think it's called code.org. It's a program to teach coding to youth, specifically to women and people of color who are not represented well enough in the tech industry. It's not showing it as a transaction yet, probably because it's a check I sent in the mail, but I donated to my local Humane Society, so quick reminder to everyone out there, you can probably become a member of your local Humane Society, which mine is just like $25 a year. And then I also donate quarterly because they send me letters that remind me that I can donate quarterly. So to that organization, I plan to donate $400 this year, $100 every quarter, maybe plus $25 for the membership, or maybe I knock down that last quarter to $75, so it comes out to $400 total. Not sure. And still no word on my tax refund or on the stimulus payment that I should be getting, so hopefully the IRS figures that shit out quickly and I get that payment. I'm really looking forward to it. as you might imagine, it's gonna all, I mean, not all of it, a bunch of it is gonna go to the grandpa loan. I only have 15, this is still a lot, $1,550, but that is like only $150 more than the whole stimulus. Like, I could have it done this month if I get that payment. So, really hoping that happens, and then I'll be having a conversation with my grandpa about what he wants to do with that, if he would like it in cash or if there's some other, like, anyway, there's a few options that I want to talk to him about. That's all the budgeting that I have to share today. Thank you so much for watching. If you could like, comment, subscribe, all the things, I would super appreciate